Welcome to another edition of my Georgia Dynasty as we will be taking on the Ole Miss Rebels here. Um, they are off to a dreadful start, and we are ranked number one in the country and getting this game at home. So they are 0-4. Juice Wells started off the year as the Heisman favorite, and looked like they were going to have a nice season, but it has been anything but. Yeah, Ole Miss is at 0-4, have not even played a conference game yet. So we're coming off of a nice, dominant win over Texas in a revenge game from last year. The only two scores they had came in the last 2 minutes of the second quarter, thanks to two big long touchdown passes from Arch Manning to Jonte Cook. But other than that, they did nothing. Manning was not near as good as the stats and stuff show. But yeah, so we're at 4-0, have looked really good for 3 of the 4 wins. I mean, we obviously won by 3 scores against Charlotte, but it didn't feel that great. So let's take a look at how Ole Miss has gotten off to an 0-4 start. I was not expecting this heading into this matchup. So they lost to USC in week 0. Got beat by Florida International, got beat by Wake Forest, and shout out to my other dynasty, Tulane. They got beat by Tulane. So, Tulane is off to a good start. Wake Forest is off to a good start. FIU is 2-1. USC is at 5-1. So, they've lost to good teams, I guess. But being 0-4, losing to these teams is certainly not great. But we'll take a look at the roster. They obviously lost a lot. They do have Juice Wells. So they at least have that star, but they lost, the Jackson Darts, the Walter Nolans, lost a lot of their star power. It was a team that was really pushing its chips into last year. Kind of figured this would be a slight rebuild for them, but did not think it would be anything like this. But quarterback, they have Austin Simmons, who here's a sophomore. Has been okay. The offense has not been explosive at all in the passing game. Just 6 scores through 4 games. But does just have 2 picks. Has not added a whole lot to the run. Is a lefty that's just a decent athlete. Good arm. His accuracies are really solid. And his stats and stuff are pretty good. Just doesn't have crazy awareness. This Iosefa Wayne guy is a freak. So maybe they give him a shot at some point in time this year. Behind Simmons, you have Marquise Crosby, C.J. Ellsworth, and Dominique Thomas as their main 3 running backs. Wide receivers, of course, you have Juice Wells, who had a phenomenal season last year, 1,100 yards, 12 touchdowns. And it's having a solid year this year, but definitely a slight step down with the quarterback play drop-off he's had. Aiden Williams, Corey Rucker, Devin Simmerman, or Devin, he'll say Devin Simmerman, and Caden Lee behind him. Then it starts getting to a whole bunch of, they got some talented freshmen that came in. Tight end, they have Daquan Wright, Hudson Wolf, Dylan Hip. As we get to the offensive line here at left tackle, got a good player here in Diego Pounds. Preston Cushman at left guard. At center, they have Jose Charbonnet. At least is who's there. With some of these other guards and stuff, I'm sure he's not the starter. So, Bryson Sanders might be starting there. Ethan Fields at right guards. Maybe Phil Carroll is starting at center. And you got Micah Pettis and Kavion Broussard at right tackle. So overall, as long as they have somebody else playing center for them, that's a good offensive line. Cam Franklin is an impact player, an 87 overall, boosted up to a 90 as a sophomore. Let's see what he did last year. Just a sack, barely played, but is off to a good start this year. 2 sacks through 4 games, 5 tackles for loss. He's been active. You got Jeffrey Rush behind him. DJ Holmes on the other side. You have senior Devin Wright and Chamberlain Campbell. And then you get into a freshman here in Dalton Reyna. Defensive tackle, Jamarius Brown, Tyler Rothrock, and Tyrone Bullard. A couple solid guys here, not overly big. Well, Bullard's huge, but top two guys here are not overly like gigantic guys. They're more, one's a run stopper, one's a power rusher, but they look a little bit more athletic than your typical defensive tackles. Left outside linebacker, you have Trip White, Dante Kelly, and then you get to a freshman here in Taylor Reeves. Middle linebacker, you got Chris Paul Jr., Raymond Collins, and TJ Dudley. Right outside linebacker, Tyler Banks, Charles Cleveland, and Cyril Toll. So pretty good linebacker group. No real standout, but it's a good overall group. At cornerback, they have the second coming of A.J. Brown, except this one plays cornerback. Cedric Beavers, Travaris Banks, Jarrell Stinson, and Richard O'Brien as their top five guys there. Free safety, they have Daniel Demery and Oscar Lalos. They have Jadon Kennedy and Nick Cole at strong safety. Really bad kicker here is a freshman, Thomas Latsko. You almost wonder whether or not he was like a walk-on. I don't know if there's a way that they like show that or they just still give them stars. And Charlie Pollock. So the defense is rated an 86, but I would probably still give like the advantage to them maybe being better still on offense. But the cornerbacks are not bad. They got some really good speed here. Really all along that with some good side mixed in as well. Secondary guys are at least solid. They've unspectacular. But, between the quarterbacks, I guess the running backs are not that great. But their top four wide receivers are all solid, especially Juice Wells. But they're off to a dreadful start, and now they take a road trip. This is SEC football, though. You never know how things are going to play out. But we'll get this one started. Home game in Sanford Stadium for the 4-0 Georgia Bulldogs against the 0-4 Ole Miss Rebels from Oxford, Mississippi. Oop, sorry, I was playing forgot to turn off the announcers. I was playing another game, and I turn them on occasionally if I am not playing in this series. So I will turn them off as soon as we get into the game itself. But yeah, back here in front of the home crowd again, of course, after an exciting win over Texas last week. Let me just fast forward through this because I can get them turned off. I knew I was going to forget to do that. So yeah, Ole Miss is going to kick it off. Georgia is going to start off with the ball. Anthony Evans back to return the kick. He's having an excellent season, taking down to just the 13 there, though. As Gunnar Stockton, this offense is going to have a long way to go. We take a look at senior running back Trevor Etienne, who has been really good so far this year. The statistical success we saw from a lot of guys last year has not been quite the same this year. Some of that might be a changing in the sliders and the play clock that I'm using now, but the offense has still been really efficient. I think it's more just a matter of more running backs and stuff maybe getting involved. A nice 9-yard carry there for Etienne on the first down. Gunnar Stockton under center. Dumps this off to Lawson Lucky, who does make the short catch. It does seem like that play has gotten nerfed for what it's worth. When I first got this game, that play was cash money for 6 or 7 yards pretty much all the time. London Humphrey sent in motion. Gets that. There's a jet pass, but cannot get around the edge. Loses 2 there. Got run down by A.J. Brown, one of their cornerbacks that does have a lot of speed. So not a good first down play there. A 2nd and 12. 3 wide receiver set here for Gunnar Stockton. Sends Dylan Bell in motion. Tries to set up the screen. Dylan Bell gets good blocking. Dylan Bell's going to take that for a first down and more. Takes it across the 40. Really nice play there for Georgia. Ain't a 13 on that one. Dylan Bell's been relatively quiet after a strong opener. This is a carry to Etienne up the middle. Takes it for a gain of 3. Still in this 3 wide receiver set with Delp in the slot. Stockton takes the snap. He's going to bat over to ETN. ETN takes it for a gain of 3. 3rd and 4 here. What does Georgia try to set up? They do have the true freshman Glenn Easy in the backfield with Stockton. Easy goes in motion. They set up the tight end screen. Delp gets plenty of blocking there. He gets the first down, gain of probably 7. Stockton was excellent last week, looking to continue that this week. ETN now back out there with Stockton. ETN gets sent in motion. It's a little screen pass out to him. Dump off swing screen, I guess. Gain of 2, though, is it. Stockton with 3 receivers to his right, takes the snap. Get that over to Anthony Evans. That ball is dislodged. If Evans has a weakness, it's certainly not his speed, but being hit at the contact at times can be a little rough for him. We have a 3rd and 8 situation here. See if Stockton can get another conversion. ETN sent out. So we get that over to Anthony Evans. He does catch that one through contact. It's another Georgia Bulldog first down. Stockton's been super efficient this season. Looking to continue that today. He throws that one late, and it still somehow gets to Dylan Bell for a catch of 5. Stockton was going to try to scramble out there, and all of a sudden the pressure was getting to him. Try to dump it away. A dangerous, dangerous pass, but does get through to Dylan Bell somehow. Stockton takes the snap. Get that over to Delp. Delp breaks the first tackle. Takes it for another Bulldog first down. Been a very methodical drive here for Georgia. Here we go. Stockton sees Anthony Evans in motion. He takes the snap. He's going to carry this to ETN. ETN able to maneuver a little bit there. Does get a first down carry. Georgia trying to score on their first possession of the game. Have eaten up a ton of clock on this play. Stockton takes the snap. Going to try to get that out to Delp. Delp takes it to the 1. Not able to punch it in. Now yet another play on this drive. Stockton takes the snap, gives it to ETN, and he does push it in Georgia with a touchdown on the opening drive. An exceptionally long drive. Almost had to have been 13 or 14 plays there. But it does end with Georgia putting 6 on the board, hopefully 7. Really nice, easy drive there. Not easy, I guess. Had to make a couple big third down conversions, but a 15-play, 87-yard, nearly 8-minute drive. Holy cow. Let's see if Ole Miss can do anything here on offense to start this game. Juice Wells is still having a good year. It hasn't been, again, it's quite as exceptional. At least doesn't look like it's going to be in comparison to last year, but Simmons is now out. It's going to be a carry on the first play. Raylan Wilson finally runs him down. Crosby there needs to just get up the field. Kept trying to stretch it wide. Nice play by Wilson. Able to work his way through traffic. Simmons, it's an RPO. Does get tackled by a host of Bulldog defenders there. It's that is Aiden Williams on the catch. Juice Wells all the way out to the left, now out there by himself. This is going to be a run. Crosby with a nice carry there. Raylan Wilson kind of had him in the hole. Crosby was able to freeze him with a little stutter step. Crosby's got good bursts. It's Crosby again with another run. Crosby's going to take this for a touchdown, it looks like. No, he gets brought down by Everett. Okay. Georgia needs to calm down a little bit here on defense. Back-to-back humongous runs as we now see C.J. Ellsworth out there at tailback. This one is also a carry, and he's going to break a tackle there from Bolden and take that into the end zone. Ole Miss scores really quickly in this one on their first drive. Georgia has had three really good, really strong defensive performances, and then they had a terrible one against Charlotte. Is this one of the games where the defense maybe doesn't have their best day? Guess we'll see. Three wide receivers to the left for Stockton. Stockton sends his man in motion. Evans. He is now going to try to get it out to Evans, but Evans is going to be tackled in the backfield. That play can work or it cannot. Evans has shown an ability to make guys miss and make plays in those spots. Stockton sends his man in motion. He takes the snap. Going to get sacked right, or gets hit right as he goes to throw it. It is now very quickly a 3rd and 11. Not exactly in an ideal situation here for Georgia, of course. And it goes without saying. Stockton takes the snap. He's able to dump that off to Nitro Tuggle just around the linebacker. Tuggle still going down the sideline. The linebacker just throws his hands up. He either picks it off or at least knocks it away. Not the best decision there for Stockton, but it does work out. Georgia able to convert the 3rd and long. Humphrey sit in motion. It's a touch pass to the speedy slot guy. And London Humphreys makes the safety miss. He's going to outrun everybody into the end zone. And just an outstanding play from Humphreys on that play. London has found a home here in Athens, taking over the Dominique Lovett role. They saw a record-breaking season from Lovett last year. Humphreys making the most of it on that play. Georgia back up a touchdown, and after that super long first drive, we've now seen 2 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes. Thorson now getting to kick this one off from midfield and expect this one to essentially go through the uprights, and it does. Ole Miss is one of those teams I never mind seeing being good. Would certainly have liked for them to be a little bit better heading into this game, but this is a run to Crosby. Crosby just getting a ton of yards every carry. Raylan Wilson has missed several tackles here early, just in the hole. It's a counter play shut down by Jordan Hall, who is having a great first year as a starter. That'll be the end of the first quarter finally. Georgia up 14-7 as we see Uga on the sideline. See, it's been an excellent day for Crosby, averaging 15 yards a carry right now with a long of 39. We now see Ole Miss and Simmons come out. It's a handoff blown up by Jordan Hall there again. Back-to-back plays. Ole Miss is going to have to punt for the first time. Nitro Tuggle takes it, gets wrapped up after a really short return. Stockton under center. That play gets blown up. Absolutely destroyed there by Jamarius Brown, number 96. Sorry, I was checking to make sure that's who that was. Really good play by him. Got off that block in a hurry off of Kelton Smith. Stockton takes the snap. They try to set up the screen. He gets hit immediately. Georgia's allowed some really quick pressure so far in this game. Stockton now on a 3rd and 13. He is going to take the snap, and he's going to get sacked. Jeffrey Rush is going to force, or help force, a 3 and out at least. But Georgia has to punt it away. There's no real white on the return. Finally gets tackled down. All right, both teams have had to punt now on their last 2 drives. Can Simmons get this offense back going? It's a quick RPO. Got good blocking on the inside, but too many defensive backs out there for that call. Simmons on the hurry up. I believe, 3 wide receiver sets, a play action pass. Going to take a shot down the field. Dalen Everett. Oh my Lord, that was almost Ole Miss touchdown. First of all, Everett should have had his 6th interception of the early season. And then that one just goes, let's take a look at the replay here, because that should have also been a touchdown. Oh, I messed it up. Let's take a look here. I'll just let it do its thing. So Everett should have picked the ball off right here. That's at least a nice play, but it should have been picked off. Hit him in both hands. Then it tips up, and Juice Wells, the highest rated probably wide receiver in all of college football this season in 2025, lets that one go through his hands. So Georgia will certainly take that. It's a 3rd and 10. Dogs trying to get off the field. Throws that out wide. Everett makes a really solid, strong tackle there. Corey Rucker, the number 3 running back. Ole Miss now forced to punt again. Why they're not just running the ball, I don't know. Nitro Tuggle gets a decent return. Thought he had maybe found a seam there. Now for the first time today, we see Roderick Robinson out there in this 2 tight end bunch set. They like to utilize him in here. Gain a 3 on that play. Stockton takes the snap. Goes up to Lucky, who makes a really nice play there and gets the first down. Don't know what I want to do here. 1st and 10, ETN back out there with Stockton. And it's a carry to ETN. It's wrapped up but falls forward for a gain of 4 somehow. See if we can't get Anthony Evans the ball right here. Stockton sends Evans in motion. They set up that screen again. Could have gone to the outside. I thought the hole was going to open up there. Short gain. Sets up a 3rd and 3. Stockton takes the snap. That ball is picked off. His 2nd interception of the season. As Richard, nope, that's not Richard O'Brien. That is Cedric Beavers on the interception. That's good scouting by Ole Miss. Georgia loves to run those crossing drags on those 3rd and shorts, puts the defense in a bad spot. The defense makes a play there. And the carry again here goes to Crosby for a good gain. 2 running backs now in the backfield with Simmons. Going to be a carry. Crosby breaks the tackle, but is still going to lose a couple of yards there. Finally gets chased down and brought down by the Georgia defense. 3rd and 6. Those of y'all that have watched a Tulane video, I picked off 2 passes on the little halfback swing route, kind of out of that same look. And I mentioned in there that can be very dangerous with how much I went after that toss. Because it sets up that they do run a slant behind it where it's just nothing but open grass. That's what happened on that play. So, 2nd and 4 now. They send the tight end in motion. It's a read option look for Simmons, but he is brought down by KJ Bolden. Good play from the new free safety starter taking over from Malachi Starks. He's had a good start to the season. Simmons on a 3rd and 3. It's a draw. Crosby gets wrapped up in the open field by Bowles. I believe it was Jordan Hall that got first contact on him and stopped him from getting through the hole. Latsko put the kick through. It's a fake! And he's brought down. They don't convert it. Georgia gets the ball. Let's take a look at the replay because I kind of accidentally clicked through that. I have not seen. Oh, Wilson almost just picked that off. Tries to go for the shovel. Let's see, they were going to have to get, essentially to the 10-yard line. He basically got back to the line of scrimmage. Okay. So, huge stop from the Georgia defense there. Let's see if the offense can get something going again in a rough last couple of possessions. Stockton is barely able to get that ball off before being hit. But Etienne does not get any blocks there to spring that play. Georgia now has consistently been playing behind the chains on 2nd down. Stockton takes the snap. He's going to throw an absolute bullet to Dylan Bell, who's still going. Gets it past the 35. Really nice anticipatory throw there from Stockton. Stockton's going to take it. He's going to try to dump that one to Delp. Delp able to build the first guy, beats the second guy to the inside, gets a block. Takes that for a 1st down. Those passes make you nervous as a Georgia fan. If one of them jumps them, that's an easy pick 6. It's a carry to ETN right before the 2-minute warning. Gets nothing. Okay. We've hit the 2-minute warning. Georgia is up in this game 14-7, but it has not been particularly clean here in the 2nd quarter, including Stockton throwing an interception. To get this pass quickly to Evans. Evans takes it for a 1st down. Got a bunch set to his right. Stockton takes the snap. He's going to dump this again over to Evans on the drag. Easily gets a 1st down there. Stockton sends Dylan Bell in motion. They did not go out there with him, so Stockton throws it to him. It's a gain of 6. I love that RPOs work in this game, but they're not super duper overpowered at the same time. ETN gets the carry, takes that for a gain of 3. A little more than a minute left, plenty of timeouts. Georgia in no real rush, want to get in the play call that they want here. Stockton takes the snap. He's just going to dump this over to Tuggle in man coverage. Takes it inside the 5. A lot of defensive backs on the field here for Ole Miss. Stockton calls an audible. It's a carry to ETN. A lot of green grass. He's into the end zone. Georgia is able to extend their lead back up by a couple of scores for the first time today. Play 88-yard drive. 31 seconds left in the first half. Georgia really needs to keep Ole Miss from finding the end zone here as the Rebels do start off the second half with the ball. It's just a pass over the middle, completed. Bowles quickly on the tackle. Gain of about 7 there. So 4 wide receiver set for Simmons. The lefty takes the snap quickly, gets out on the out route to Williams for the first down. They're trying to dink and dunk their way down the field. There's 19 seconds left. Even just being able to get into field goal range would be big for them here. He's going to get sacked by Jalen Walker, though. Georgia has absolutely dominated time of possession so far. Empty set, Simmons in the backfield all alone. He's going to get sacked again. Jalen Walker and Kristen Miller combined to take him down. Georgia does not call the timeout. It's going to let this one roll into half. Oh, they're going to at least come out here like they're going to take a snap. Okay. That ball's going to be completed somehow to Corey Rucker, their third-string running back, that's playing a lot of receiver for some reason today. Sorry, I've got Rucker under the wrong thing. He is a wide receiver. I apologize. I've said that, I think, a time or two so far in this one. I try to take notes of all these teams we're playing, but yeah, Georgia, despite giving up essentially the Hail Mary there, is up 21-7 at halftime. Thankfully, that play did not end up being a score. London Humphreys here on the big touchdown they got on the screen. ETN with the score there. So Georgia's going to have to kick it off here to Ole Miss. The Rebels desperately need a touchdown here coming out of the half. Georgia seemed to really get in a rhythm on their last offensive drive. Now a 3 wide receiver set for Simmons. Crosby in the backfield. It's a play action. Going to dump it out wide again there to Rucker. Send the tight end in motion. Bring a safety down. Blown up by Kristen Miller. Just quickly becoming an all-time dog great with how well he has played as a sophomore and now a junior. Throw that over the middle. Raylan Wilson jumps up and picks it off, though. Georgia now in scoring range already. Simmons acting like he hurt his back there. Let's take a look at this kick again. They'll show me the replay. Wilson got up for that one. See if Georgia tries to go for the quick score here. Looks like they're backing off their cornerbacks though. Stockton want to take the snap. Get that over to Bell, who makes the catch, takes it for a gain of 8. Stockton takes the snap. Going to try to go over the top. Anthony Evans is knocked away. Still a 3rd and 2 here, though. Georgia in a good spot to try to get this first down. As they bring up the safety here again. Stockton sends ETN in motion. They set up the tight end screen. Dealt with plenty of room there. Gunner didn't really even let that one develop with how open Delp was immediately. Three wide receiver set here again. This one's a run. ETN trying to cut it back across the field. Does end up gaining 4 there before he is brought down by Cam Franklin. Stockton, Branson Robinson, I believe, on his first play of the game gets the carry. Takes that for a gain of 4. We have an injury to Jared Wilson. That will bring in the backup Drew Bobo in on this play. Senior started for the Dogs last year. Stockton sends Evans in motion. They set up the screen. Evans is going to walk that in for a touchdown. Cornerback got way too far inside. Branson got the block. Evans takes it in for the score. Georgia able to extend their lead now, 28-7. Jared Wilson dealing with bruised ribs. Bobo's technically rated higher, so I absolutely let him play until Wilson is ready to come back. As White takes that for a touchback, 28-7, Ole Miss. Can they respond with a score here after Simmons throws the interception? It's a carry to Crosby, who continues to have a good day, gain of 5. We really have not had many answers for Crosby. This is a read option. Simmons with some room to run, able to make KJ Bolden miss. Finally gets brought down at midfield by Kristen Miller, who he at least showed excellent effort on the play. He was about the only dog to do so. It's an RPO way out to Rucker, who gets turned over by Dalen Everett, a gain of 6, though. Ole Miss continues in this hurry up. It's another read option. That time, Bolden does get a good lick on Simmons, but it is a first down. Ole Miss. Georgia is extremely wary of Crosby right now, and it is working well with this read option game. But this time, Simmons is going to be sacked by Kristen Miller for a loss of 6. As soon as it looks like they get momentum, Georgia at least gains some of it back. This one is a carry wrapped up by Kristen Miller, having an outstanding series here. 3rd and 15. Empty set. They set up the screen over to Rucker. He is finally tackled down by KJ Bolden officially. Rucker's had an excellent day. As Latsko is out here for a big field goal attempt. They've already faked one today with the shovel pass. They don't fake this one, and the freshman puts it through. Nice kick. 28-10, good for Ole Miss to be able to get some points on the board there. Anthony Evans back on the return. Is brought down at the 20. Let's see. Georgia's still up 3 scores. Still a lot of time left in this one. Stockton takes the snap. Able to get that over, an outstanding catch by Oscar Dell for the first down. Better throw there, and he might still be running. I need to stop pressing Evans. It's a carry to ETN. ETN takes for a gain of 5. They do have fast bowlers, though. So I guess if they want to press them and try to run with them, that's fine.
Okay, ready?
3 wide receiver look. This time Delp is over to Stockton's right. Stockton takes it. He's going to dump it off to Delp. Delp able to maneuver to get some block in there. Takes it for a first down, plus a little more. $102. Okay. Stockton's up to 102 completed passes so far on the year. Having a very efficient season. It's a carry to ETN. Takes that for a nice carry, gain of 7.
Ready?
2nd 3. Stockton sends Evans in motion. I'm going to try to hit him with a swing pass. Gets better block on this one than he did on the last one. Able to take that inside to the 35. Nice play there for Georgia to get the first down. Nitro Tuggle now taking over for Evans. It's a carry to Roderick. Roderick trying to follow his blockers. Got a little ahead of him, though. Takes that for a gain of 2. Branson Robinson out there now. Branson's the one getting the carry. Takes that for a gain of 4. Let's see what Georgia decides to do here. Looking for a conversion. It's a 3rd and 4. Stockton, roughly a minute and a half left here in the 3rd quarter. He takes the snap. We'll try to heave that one deep to Anthony Evans, and it's knocked away. Georgia going to attempt the field goal. Thought about going for it there. Still cannot really kick field goals. Woodring's kick is up, and it sneaks in. It's now a 31-10 game. Georgia on top. Thorson kicks it off again. Thorson be kicking these kickoffs. Simmons, 3 wide set. It's a run to Crosby. Crosby continues to make excellent cuts, getting great blocking from his line, consistently forcing Raylan Wilson and Bowles to miss him in the holes. It's a play action this time. Barely dumps that off before he gets sacked. That ball is completed for a gain of 2. Right on the catch. It's a carry to Crosby. A.J. Bolden tackles him down. It's a 3rd and 4. Bolden's been active today with 5 tackles. It's a play action. They try to set him the screen. He gets hit right as he tries to release it. Kristen Miller again making his impact felt. Ole Miss is going to have to punt. Kicks this one away, a really nice punt. Nitro Tuggle is going to return it from the inside the 10, takes it out to the 20. And for the first time today, we see Tavares Tobias out on the field. He's on the field. They like to hand him the ball, but a really nice play there stopped him for a gain of nothing. He comes right back out. Stockton in the empty. Takes a snap there right before the end of the 3rd quarter, completes it. Dangerous throw to Humphreys, but put it in a spot where only Humphreys could get it. Gain of 9 as we head into the 4th quarter. Georgia up 31-10. We take a look at the top 25, the top 5 are Georgia, Alabama, Oregon, Arizona, and Texas Tech. A couple of surprise teams up there, along with a couple of regulars. Two tight end set, Roderick Robinson. Roderick gets the carry, gets some room to run. Daniel Demery there with a bad angle, kind of set Robinson up and gained some extra yards there for sure. We see Roderick out there again. This time it's a 3 wide receiver set. Roderick again does get the carry. A really good run with good blocking. Takes that for a first down. Georgia's rushing offense has been a bit in between today. He's been good in spots, subpar in others. Stockton hands it off to ETN. Gains 5. ETN has found the end zone twice on the ground.
Okay, ready? Go, brother.
ETN still out there. Georgia trying to run off what looks like a lot of the clock here. Is a carry. ETN tries to cut it back, but is brought down by Brown. 3rd and 3. ETN definitely tried to find that hole there. Wasn't quite able to get there before being brought down. Roderick Robinson now out there. Stockton takes the snap. He's going to dump this off to Dylan Bell, who gets just enough of a block from Humphreys to take that for a first down. We now see Tobias back out there. Been used a lot in these fourth quarters this season. 5-star with fresh legs. Gets wrapped up that time. Not quite able to cut that one up. 2 carries, and he's got 0 yards to show for it. Still out there as we move to a 3 wide set. This one is going to be another carry to Tobias. This time he gets good blocking and shows patience and finds the lane. Takes it for a first down. Stockton will hand this off to Roderick. Roderick just tries to lower the shoulder, just gained 1 there. Second and 9. Georgia's eating a lot of clock here. It's another run, this time to ETN, who's able to break off the tackle. Tried to spin around the defender, takes that for a gain of 4. Stockton sends Bell in motion. They set up the screen. Dylan Bell doesn't quite get the block in there, just takes that for a gain of 3. Sorry, I could not get the words out. Georgia will now kick another, or at least attempt another field goal. These are still giving me trouble. Woodring's kick is up and it's good. (34-10) lead now for the Dogs. That one is taken by Maryland for a touchback. Empty set for Simmons, excuse me. Get this pass out quickly. That one is completed to Crosby. Have not seen a whole lot of Juice Wells in this one outside of the interception that almost was by Everett. They got tipped up. But Wells could have scored a touchdown on. Oh my God, that was almost an interception there. Speaking of, kind of a similar play to that. Wells would have taken it for a long touchdown, but it fell harmlessly to the ground. Crosby now in the backfield. Simmons takes it. Let's heave it down the field again. That one is tipped off Aguero. A hellacious catch. Takes that one to midfield. Just an insane interception from Aguero there. Let's take a look at the replay here. The junior one of the best plays of his career.
On the ready.
Georgia now definitely going to attempt to run out much of this clock as possible. It's a carry to Roger Robinson. Robinson maneuvering through the hole, takes that easily for a first down. I think we're seeing a more tired defensive front here
On the double.
for Ole Miss. Georgia starting to have their way on the ground. Branson now gets the carry, takes it back to the inside, gains 9. You see there at the top, Everett leading the country in interceptions. Having 5 this early in the season is pretty insane. ETN now back out there. ETN's going to get the carry. Does take it for, end up being about a gain 4 there.
Ready, set.
Now it's Tobias.
Lasso.
Gets good blocking. Can he beat the edge? Tries to stiff arm the defender down. Takes it for a gain of 3. I don't know if they're going to count that as out of bounds or not. They do. Okay. 2nd and 7. Tobias still out there. Just a straight dive. Tobias showing that burst there. Takes that for a gain of 6.5. Now a 3rd and inches. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Georgia's at least in position to potentially score again.
Got it.
Have to at least keep running their offense. It's a 3rd and inches here.
Easy. Ready.
Branson gets shut down there. And Georgia will send Woodring out there again. Why did that not count my chew clock? I'm not just going to sit here and hold it. We'll just go ahead and kick it. Woodring's kick is up, and it is good. He's been clean on field goals today. The offense has not been clean in the red zone at all. But Woodring has at least been putting points on the board. Thorson boots it away. It's a 37-10 lead for Georgia. Certainly going to win this game. It's just a matter if Ole Miss can put any more points on the board.
Get set. Get set.
Simmons out there in a 3-wide set with Crosby in the backfield. It's a deep pass. Picked off. 6th interception of the year. Everett will just slide down with him instead of taking it back. 6 picks in 5 games. The senior is putting up an all-time season so far after an excellent junior campaign. So we'll take a look at the replay here. Tried to take the deep shot. Did not work out at all.
Ready, break.
Get these guys a couple of more carries here.
29.
Stockton, it's a carry to Robinson. Robinson runs over the safety. Had an insult to injury there. Robinson's had a good game. Looked really good.
Ready, ready.
I think this is ETN. ETN will get the last, at least one of the last carries of the game. He takes that for a first down. We'll get Tobias one more and then get out of here. Stockton hands it off to Tobias. Tobias takes. Sorry, my controller came unplugged there. Tobias takes it for a gain of 5, and that'll do it. It'll be a 37-10 win for Georgia.
42.
Really nice, emphatic victory here. Ole Miss falls to 0-5 while Georgia moves to 5-0. A game that was closed for, about a quarter and a half. And then as Georgia started getting to a rhythm there late in the 2nd quarter into the 3rd quarter on offense, were able to pull away. Some sloppy play in the red zone for sure in this one. But, the Georgia defense kind of gave up some big runs but overall, it's hard to be, you're definitely nitpicking a performance like this. This is still an SEC team that we played against, no matter what their record shows. Ole Miss is definitely a step up from like a Vanderbilt right now. We'll take a look at the stats. Gunnar Stockton, 31 of 37, 302, 2 touchdowns. Did throw an interception. That's on me. ETN, 17 carries, 74 yards, 2 touchdowns. Roderick, 8 for 48. Tobias, 6 for 28. Branson, 3 for 19. Gunnar Stockton didn't have any scrambles, did take a sack. Anthony Evans, 7 for 52 and a score. So certainly not a huge day for him. Delp, 7 for 69. Bell, 7 for 70. Nice rebound day for him. ETN, 3 for just 5 out of the backfield. Humphreys had a really nice day, 3 for 63, including a score. Tuggle, 2 for 32. Lucky, 2 for 11. Defensively, Miller, a 7 tackle, 4 tackle for loss, 2 sack performance. Probably going to be SEC Defensive Player of the Week again. A couple of guys really spread out day here in tackles, for sure. Tackles for loss behind Miller, we had Jordan Hall had 2, Jalen Walker had 2 with a sack, Humphrey had 1, and Aguero had 1. Got interceptions from Aguero and Raylan Wilson and Dalen Everett. So a really good day for the defense, getting turnovers. Now as we look at Ole Miss, Simmons did not have a good day, 13 of 19, 136 yards, 3 interceptions. He tried to throw it down the field and obviously did get the big completion there right before the half, but really outside of that, I mean, not a whole lot really going on with this passing game. Rushing, Crosby had an excellent first quarter and a half, and then they kind of had to get away from them as we started pulling away, but 14 carries, 99 yards, 62 of those coming after contact, 2 20-plus yard runs. He had a really good day. I was very impressed with him. Simmons did have 12 yards, Rucker 1 for 6, Ellsworth 1 for 5. Rucker, 7 for 92. This is the guy I kept saying was a running back. He is a wide receiver. So I'm sorry, I had him in my notes wrong. Rucker, 7 for 92. Williams, 3 for 17. Wright, 2 for 20. Wolf, 1 for 0. And Crosby, 1 for 7. Juice Wells held completely out of the box score. For them defensively, A.J. Brown with 17 tackles and a tackle for loss. Collins, 13. Paul Jr. 10, and then Kennedy and Banks with 9. Kind of peek down the rest of the guys. Tackle for loss, you had Rush with 2, Brown for 1, Jamarius Brown, that is. Banks with 1, again, AJ with his tackle for loss, and Banks with his tackle for loss. Sack, you had Jeffrey Rush, and it was Cedric Beavers on the interception. Georgia comes away with the big win. Let me find a thumbnail. I think I want to just use just gonna find one just when we're on defense. I'm just gonna take one of like Raylan Wilson. He had a nice little interception, but we'll just use use more just like a steel frame shot of him. 37-10 win, 5-0. Hopefully still ranked number 1. I know we had some people there on a visit. I'm hoping they commit so I can maneuver some hours around. We do get some coaching upgrade abilities, and we will go ahead and use those. Oh, see if there's anything in here. Nothing I really want to dip my toes into right now there. I think I'm good on tactician. Do you just... So I cannot do that. I think that's what... Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to end up going for here, is going to be this talent developer slide just to get the bonus XP on some of these guys. But I cannot unlock it yet. But I think, so I mean, it's mainly transfers the first couple of times, but it gives you some extra XP or interest boost from, recruits and stuff. I think that would be something I would want to use. There's something in Architect. Actually, this Architect might be the move. Yeah, I think that'll be the... Can I upgrade that? I cannot purchase that yet. So I'm going to save my points. I'm going to do that, get some extra XP for the guys while we're when we're hitting in-game goals. I think that'll help just develop players over the course at a higher rate. Right now, my recruiting skill tree is kind of on standby. I mean, it can upgrade some spots, but kind of on standby until we get another top 5 class, which we are certainly trending for. Let's advance the week. I know we had some guys in on a visit. I would expect a couple of commits here. We do get the 5-star quarterback, Keldon Leonard, comes into town. 4-star Ben Trainer, 4-star RJ Washington. So what I'm going to start doing is kind of take a look as people commit to us. We do lose Kiki, which I was kind of expecting to, unfortunately. So I'll start kind of, bringing up these guys. So 3 of they're all gems. I'll pull up their scouting and stuff like that. Christian Miller, of course, the SEC Defensive Player of the Week, expecting that. He had an excellent day. National Defensive Player of the Week. Never know as far as that one, but I figured he would at least win the SEC one. Oh, let's see. So, yeah, Leonard is a 5-star improviser. So definitely in the same realm of like a Gunnar Stockton, a slightly better arm. His accuracy, especially deep, is a much better spot. We did get Kevin Vernon from this past class that I do like, but Leonard, with all the abilities he's got the excellent field general. The road dog is always a big one. The winning time was something that really helped with like Carson Beck last year, and he's a good athlete. This right now is probably the guy. He is probably my next starter if I had to guess here. Take a look at some of the other guys we got committed. So I've got this vertical threat tight end, got him committed. I didn't really show off his stuff, but really good athlete. So that was the big thing I wanted, was to go after a tight end in this class that could give me some pass game versatility, because I got a couple of blocking ones in this pass class. I think will be solid, but they're not overly athletic. Roach, let's see, who are the guys? So Roach is a 5-star left tackle. So he's obviously very good, not a bust, not a gem, but really, really solid all across the board. Excellent strength to start off with. This guy was a gem as a 5-star player. Stats on the hoof are not quite as good as Roche, but maybe he's got an excellent development trait. Etling was a 5-star guard. Really good strength. His run block and pass block power in good spots, and just his regular base stats for those or at least the run block's in a good spot. Oops, press the wrong button. So then we move over here to Trainer, who is also a guard, I believe. I think that's what he's listed as. No, he's a center. Okay. 4-star Jim. Like I said, I'm really trying to focus in on a smaller class here. That's why I only have 20 guys, and that includes Kiki on here, so I haven't taken him off yet. It's really what I wanted to focus on with how many guys we brought in last year. We got a whole bunch of freshmen in this class. Again, an excellent center there. Let's see. Shaughnessy, we got 4-star defensive end. Looks really good across the board. The 80 power moves mixed with the 84 strength as a freshman with the 82 speed is excellent. And let's see, we got Washington in. Power rusher, 82 moves, 80 strength, 84 speed. Coming in as a freshman is a really, really good start. He'll definitely be a pass rusher for us. And then maybe was Roach the other one that I just got committed? I'm guessing, yeah. So, yeah, that's all the guys we've got committed so far. I mean, we're looking really good for a lot of these other guys. And update you can see Reed McGinnis is the #1 running back of the country, #2 player overall that I've been going after. But I'll do some off-screen recruiting with that. Just kind of want to try to start giving you guys a look at the people that we have committed, so you kind of have a baseline of what they're looking like. We'll take a look at the top 25 scores from week 6, already 6 weeks through the season. Arizona over Oklahoma State. The Wildcats continue to impress. Notre Dame barely gets by what was a 1-3 Purdue team by 2 points. Nebraska over Northwestern. Florida State over Virginia Tech. That's our game. UCF with a nice road win over Baylor. Utah wins a very, very close game at BYU. Oregon smashes Iowa. Texas over Mississippi State. We had Penn State going to the shoe and beating Ohio State. Big win there for Nittany Lions. Alabama barely beats Oregon State on the road. Kansas State over Texas Tech. So Texas Tech does lose. They came in. They were number 5 in the country. South Carolina still undefeated, 37-27 over Vandy. A&M beats the Tigers on the road there. NC State continues to impress, get a nice, very, very nice road win at Pitt. And Syracuse beats San Jose State. Take a look to see ETN was in the Heisman race. ETN went up in the Heisman race, largely, I guess, because of the touchdowns, because the yardage has been a little up and down. See the look of the other guys that we have here, including Nico Iamaleava. I just can't get that name down. It like freaks me out every time I see it. Nico from Tennessee is there. Now let's take a look at the team stats. Again, Stockton threw his second interception of the season, but in comparison to what I did with Beck last year throwing interceptions, it's been really nice to improve on that. While the yards per game are definitely down, the completion percentage is roughly the same, but the yards were mainly because of just a couple of games where it just worked out that way. You see, he's been at exactly 302 the last 2 weeks, and he's thrown at least 2 touchdowns in every game. So the passing game is coming along. ETN putting up a good season so far. Tobias is still our second leading rusher, and the 2 Robinson guys here. Everybody's been really solid on a per carry basis. Robinson with 4 scores. Evans is still our leading receiver, still the focal point of the passing game. Humphreys is now jumping up a little bit after that performance. Delp's been better the past couple of weeks. Dylan Bell was active again this past week. Nitro Tuggle's been solid. ETN's been pretty good out of the backfield. Got Wilson and Bowles leading us in tackle with Walker, Hall, and Miller behind them. Just kind of take a peek with the guys. Tackles for loss, 12 for Jalen Walker, 12 for Jordan Hall, 10 for Christian Miller. Then it jumps down to Damon Wilson at 6. See kind of what the guys are doing. And for sacks, we have 6 from Jalen Walker, 4.5 from Christian Miller, 4.5 from Damon Wilson. And then Jordan Hall with 2.5, then a couple guys here with 1. Interceptions, of course, Dalen Everett. I think he ended up with 6 last year. He ended up with 5. So he's already got more interceptions than he did all of last year. He got off to a really hot start last year as well, though, and then didn't have any for like 7 or 8 straight games or something before he got his last one. But been excellent again so far this year. And let's see. So Wilson's at 2, Bowles is at 2, Aguero, Bolden, Ellis Robinson, and Julian Humphrey each have gotten an interception. Now 6 for 7 in field goals so far with Woodring. The only one I missed, I think, was from like 40 yards out. Yeah, 40 some odd yards out. Thorson's been good when he's had to punt. But yeah, the next time that I see you guys in this series, we will be taking on Brock Vandegrift. Again here in Kentucky, hosting them. It's another home game for us in a row. It's kind of a weird schedule for us. But as usual, if you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. Leave me feedback in the comment section down below. And also check out the Tulane Dynasty I have working on the channel. But thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, peace.